Boomer, you're back. Talk us through how good it feels to finally be back playing senior footy.
It's good actually just to be out there training with the boys, knowing that I'm leading into a game, and not still in pre-season mode. Because the last couple of weeks I've been training pretty solid. The boys would go in, they'll stick around for another half an hour and do all my extra running and stuff. So it's just good to be preparing again for football.
What's been the hardest part out of all of this?
Definitely watching, sitting in the coach's box with Brad and the rest of the coaches, knowing that the body's feeling absolutely fantastic, and not being able to help my teammates achieve what we want to do.
Has it been harder given you've had a couple of really close losses? Just sort of, have you been sort of thinking to yourself, if I'd been out there, what might have been?
It's you do a little bit, but it's a pretty hypothetical question, because if I was playing the game, it would be completely different. So it is frustrating when we lose. I won't lie to you, but whether it's 1 point or 100 points, it's still a loss, and that hurts just as much.
Obviously not the best lead in. I understand you've been a bit unwell the last few days.
Yeah.
Your partner on Twitter this morning saying it was a Gold Logie winning performance
Really?
the last couple of days. How have you been going, and are you going to claim that?
Yeah, just wanted a bit of sympathy from home. Some nice hot cooked meals and stuff. No, it's actually quite funny because I haven't missed a training session in 18 years of football, and I wait 6 weeks to play. And on the Monday, I woke up feeling a little bit dodgy. Just had a bit of a virus.
Yeah.
It was just a 24-hour bug, but I'm feeling great now, so I won't get no sympathy when I go home, I guess, will I?
It must have been a bit of a scare though.
Yeah, it was. It was, as I said, I haven't missed training for a long time, and I probably could have come into training a little, but the doc said, there's no point coming in, and just had the Monday off training as well. But hopefully that freshens me up a little bit, and I'll get a couple of kicks on Saturday.
You mentioned that body's feeling great. Is this the freshest you felt going into round 7 of a season?
Oh, 100%. This time of year, you've normally got the the niggles in the knees and the arms, and the upper body's feeling a bit sore. But right now, you can't substitute training for playing. You don't get those knocks that you get in the game. So I feel really good. We'll find out a little bit more at 4:40 on Saturday, though.
Having said that, though, does that mean you'll probably now go right through to the end of the year without needing a break at all?
I would have. I wouldn't have been putting my hand up for a break anyway. I love playing footy, so I think Brad knows that. We get the mid-season break, so I would have taken that opportunity to have the break, but I certainly wouldn't have been wanting to miss any games.
Do you think it actually might sort of help you as the season wears on, that you've played fewer games?
Yeah, I think it will, especially being a little bit older, obviously. I just think come round 12, 13, 14, when guys start hitting brick walls, because they've played, it's a long pre-season now. Then you play your 3 or 4 NAB Cup games, and then you play, the season. Come around 13, 14, 15, the boys start hitting a little bit of a brick wall. Hopefully that I'm still going well.
You've obviously got to watch the boys in the coaches' box. Brent, what have you made of their form so far?
I think it's been fantastic. Before last week's game, I think the stat was that we won the same amount of quarters as Geelong. We only had one win on the board, and they had 5. So they've played some fantastic football in patches, and obviously there's been a couple of quarters where we've let ourselves down. And as soon as we get that consistency right, I think we're going to be a really, really hard team to beat. And that's our aim. We just want to be a hard team to beat.
Do you feel like you're still right in the finals mix?
Oh, definitely. I think we can win every game from now on, same as every other player and every other team. So the only time you're not in the finals mix is when you actually can't make it. So we'll be winning. We'll be trying to win every single game starting from this week.
With those stats about the quarters you've won and the narrow losses, what kind of emotion do you feel? Was it frustration, anger, any guilt?
Obviously I do feel guilty, because I should be out there helping my teammates, like I said earlier, but I think it was more frustration knowing how good we're playing, but we couldn't get the result on the board. At the end of the day, you can look at the stat sheet and you can win all those stats, but if you don't win the scoreboard, everything else is irrelevant. So that's the most important thing. Obviously there's some structures and things we've got to do that, and we're doing them quite well. We just got to do them a little bit more consistently.
Brad joked that he'd introduced you to a little green vest.
Yeah.
Any truth in that?
We've had a quick chat about it, and I think he's going to let me know probably tomorrow what my role will be. But I said to him, I'm happy to pull on any vest as long as it's a North Melbourne jumper underneath it. I look forward to playing. Not only me coming back this week and playing with the boys, but it's Michael Frito's 200th, Scotty Thompson's 100th. So I'm good mates with both of the boys, and I would have been a little bit spewing if I wasn't out there for that as well.
How do you feel when you look back at this week? Obviously it'll be in the news packages tonight, it'll be on a couple of footy shows during the week, the vision of what happened over in Perth. How do you feel about it when you look back and see that vision there?
Oh, it's silly by what I did. I probably got sucked in a little bit. I retaliated. Did I think it was worth that many weeks. We appealed it, so obviously we didn't, and it didn't work out our way. So that's frustrating because I should have been playing, after round 4. But as it works out, I'm back playing this week, and there's no point looking back now because it does frustrate me, and it frustrates me a lot. So I'll just look forward from now on and hopefully try to contribute to our wins.
Do you take positives out of what you've gone through? You said before, sitting up in the coach's box. Have you learnt stuff for the future, more time with your family? Is there any good stuff to come out of this?
Oh, you've always got to turn a negative into a positive, and sitting in the coach's box has been absolutely amazing to see how the coaches think, and the way Brad goes about his work, absolutely amazing. And you see a different side to the coaches, and a lot of things I can't repeat, obviously, but it's been quite good, and it's probably introduced me to what I want to do after football, I think.
Do you want to coach?
At this stage, I want to play footy. I've got plenty of time to think about that. When my career's finished, I'll do it. But it's something that I think I'd enjoy.
Just as a team, do you think you made a step forward last week?
Yeah, I think we take a step forward every week. Against Geelong, those type of teams when we're 41 points up. We always know Geelong's going to come back, but last week, Port's a really good team. They're going to be hard to beat. So for us boys to go over to Tassie and get the 4 points and come home and prepare again, I thought it was a huge step forward. And some of the footy we played last week, especially the first quarter, was second to none.
And just on the Bulldogs, for some reason it seems to be a game that the two clubs sort of look forward to. Is that sort of how you see it?
I look forward to every game. There's no team that I don't look forward to playing against. And the boys out there are ready to go. We play in 3 days, so whoever our next challenger is, whether it's the Bulldogs or the West Coast Eagles the following week, it doesn't matter. The boys are always looking forward to playing footy.
And going out without footy for a while, Brent, does it make you want to play on for as long as you can?
I think I wanted to do that anyway. I still love the game. Nothing's changed there. So I think the most important thing for me is my form and contributing to the team. And then Brad and the footy club will make that decision. If I'm playing good football, I'd hope Brad says we need you to play, and then I'll be putting my hand up to play. Don't worry about that.
Fletch 38 yesterday.
Yeah.
Still got plenty of years left.
Yeah, still got a couple up my sleeve. That means, doesn't it? No, I don't know about Fletcher's. He's in good nick. He's had a couple of weeks off too, so he'll be nice and fresh.
Can you talk to us about Spud and what he means for this football club? He's a much loved player, isn't he?
He is. He's been around here for a long time. He's funny. He's competitive. Everything that you want in a good mate, he's got it. And when you run out with him that he's going to do absolutely everything to get the win for us, and they're the type of blokes you want to run out with. And even Scooter Thompson, he's playing his 100th, he's exactly the same. They're both really good mates of each other, and their personality is fantastic, and just great football people to have around your footy club. But then when you run out, that competitiveness comes out, and he brings out the best in everyone.
Scott in the form of his career?
He's been absolutely sensational. Last week it was actually great to sit back and watch some of the things that he does, because we all know that his defensive work's fantastic, but to see the way he runs off and creates some forward thrust for us is he's really good, and he's certainly in all Australian form.
How are the nerves for you? You've played so many games. Does it feel any different after a break, especially at the start of the season?
Well, I actually thought my sickness or my virus during the week might have just been a bit of anxiety, and I said that at home. I said I think I've got a bit of anxiety, but as it worked out, I did have a virus. But I think once you start preparing, so today's our main session, we get tomorrow off, and then Friday's the day before the game. That's when the nerves really start setting in, and I've got no doubt I think they'll be exactly the same as they were in the first year of football. And that's when I do finish, that's something I'll probably miss, just the butterflies and preparing for a game of footy, which is a battle for us. That's something I'll definitely miss.
So when you say it's like the same as the first year, you mean especially this week? Cause it's
no, I think every
so,
single week.
Yeah.
I love the build up to a game of football, knowing that you've got to go out there and give everything for your teammates and against a good opposition, and the feeling in your stomach and the anxious feeling and everything like that. It's something that you can't explain, and it's something that I will miss when I stop playing football.
Can you expand a little bit on what you said before about being in the coach's box? Did you perhaps underestimate Brad, or what it took and what was involved in the coach's box?
Yeah, well, you see, obviously, I haven't missed too many games, so you see what they do during the week at training, but you don't get to see what happens in the coach's box, and when a move's got to be made and a decision's got to be made really, really quickly, and you've got to get the runner out there, and it's just things that you don't understand, and it's the way he sees the game and the little things that he thinks is important, we probably take for granted. So they're the little things that you pick up on as a player sitting in the coach's box. Thanks, guys.